G'day everyone, how's it all going? Yep, it's your old mate Dropbear, and yes, I'm still alive, believe it or not. It's been 6 months since my last review, and I'm really sorry it's taken so long to get here to see you all, but work, family, and just life in general have been so busy, haven't had a chance to get into these rations. But I'm going to be doing something really special for you. I'm going to be checking out a People's Liberation Army menu number 8 ration pack. This one was sent to me by Sammy from Sammy's World of Rations. And mate, Sammy, thank you so much for sending this one to me, mate. Really appreciate it. And I did promise him this would be the first one I check out when I got back to it. This one here has a date of manufacture of the 28th of November 2018. So really very fresh. Sammy's young fella, Sammy Jr., actually reviewed one of these while they were in Beijing, right out the front of the Olympic Park. So I'm going to leave a link to that video in the description box below. Make sure you check it out. Now, Sammy actually sent me some translations for the items that are in this, yet he wasn't 100% sure if they were accurate. So what I'm going to do is something a bit different. I'm not going to go through all the different contents that are in here. What I'm going to do is just open it up, get the main out, and then we'll chuck the rest of the stuff out onto the tray and see what we've got. One thing I do know is that there is a soup in here. So if I can find that, we'll get into it. So here's the main. I'll get that heated and I'll be back in a sec. Now I've got to tell you, I put some water in this thing and literally less than 10 seconds, this thing was going off like a frog in a sock. Bloody check that thing out. That is absolutely nuts. I reckon that'll do a good job of this main. So let's have a look at the rest of the stuff that's in here. First, we've got a little pack here. Looks like a temporary bowl or something like that with a spoon. And better get something to open this with. Jeez, I was so excited, forgot to even prepare stuff for do this review. So here you've got a paper, basically bowl type of thing here, which you can use. Not going to use that, going to use my trusty tray here. You've also got a spoon, which actually is a really decent size, this thing. That's pretty good. And a little napkin here for you as well to use. So let's see what else we've got. This thing here is just for you to measure your water that you're going to put into the FRH there. I just actually poured some water in, didn't even bother measuring it, to be honest with you. Okay, so here's the first item, which you don't know what it is. Let's open it up and have a look. Whoop. So the first thing we've got here is some dried blueberries. Pour those all out. Have a sniff of that. See how they all go. Oh, not much smell at all there. Very light in the smell. Next item we have. Well, this feels like some type of sauce or something, maybe. Don't know. Let's have a look at that. Slice him open on the side there. Yep. Yeah, this looks like some sort of a sauce. And wow, the smell already coming right up. Jeez. Let's have a squeeze of that. Yep. I think I might just leave that in the pouch there and we'll see how we go after. Next item we got, probably a cereal bar. Pop him open. Yeah, check that out. Nicely wrapped inside. Just sort of cereal bar you get. I'm sure this is one of the usual things that you get in these Chinese rations. Pretty popular. And I've had them before. The same sort. Very buttery. Very nice. Chuck that there. Awesome, looks fantastic. Next thing we've got is, pretty sure this is some chocolate and a bit of gum. Yep. So 2 bits of chocolate there. I'll open one of them up now for you so you can have a look. Ooh, bit of bloom on there. But, wow. Individually wrapped. Almost like the sort you'd get on your little hotel or something like that. A lot of bloom on there. And a little piece of gum, or big piece of gum actually. That thing is bloody huge. Check that out. Over 1 inch long. Centimetre and a half wide, I'd reckon. Next thing, got this. Check this out. Ooh, okay. Oh, bit of diced up mushroom in there. That's an interesting smell. Kind of almost rubbery type of smell there with that. But wow, just very, very fine, long slices of that there, as you can see. And finally, we have this one here. So you can hear that in there. I'm pretty sure this is actually the soup. So I'm going to get something to chuck that in and boil up some water because our main is still cooking. Back in a sec. Awesome, so I've got some boiled water. I'm going to dump this block into here. Maybe break it up a little bit. Pour it in there. Ooh, it's pretty good. Looks like a few different herbs and things like that in there as well for some extra flavour. It doesn't really smell like anything at all, to be honest with you. And I'll just chuck a little bit of hot boiling water in here. And I won't put too much, but give that a stir. Looks like some bits of tomato, egg, maybe some parsley or coriander, something like that in there. Yeah, that looks good enough. And let's get this main. And here is that main. Let's get this out here. Oh, corn, peas, carrot. That looks pretty good. Don't think I can see any meat at the moment. But, wow, check that out. Man, nice big grains of rice. Oh, what's that? Might be a bit of egg or something, I think. Let's have a go at that. Nope. No, it's actually chicken. A little bit dry, the chicken, but you know what? This ain't a 5-star restaurant. This is military ration packs made for out in the scrub, just for people to eat and keep them nourished. So don't expect too much from them if you're after something gourmet. But let's get a nice big spoon of this stir fry. That is brilliant. Exactly how I like mine. The rice is nice and almost sticky. Sticks together really well. Good chewy sort of consistency that you get from it. Flavors are really good. They're kind of mild, but not too mild. You do get some flavors in there as well. It's like a curry, basically. It tastes like there's a bit of curry powder in here. And you also get some of the flavors from those veggies as well. Now let's give what I think is mushrooms a bit of a go. Looks like there's a bit of chili or something like that on them. And wow, it's bloody hard to get onto a spoon. Hopefully this isn't too much. If it is, it'll probably be having Gundog going, haha, serves you right for getting me with that Indian ration you made. Oh, actually, that is really good. Great spiciness to it. Like, yeah, you do get a little bit of chili hit there. But I think if I can get some of this with this stir fry, I reckon that might be absolute heaven. Let's give it a crack. Yep, that is absolutely amazing. Really, really good. It's a chili hit, but also like sourness from vinegar or something like that as well in here. Maybe it's pickled, something like that. Wow, that is absolute gold. Really nice. And let's get some of this, what I reckon is a chili paste. Oh yeah, it is. Check that out, wow. Looks like it will absolutely knock your socks off. Try and give you a bit of a look at that with it. Wait for the camera to focus in so you can see it. There you go. Look how dark and hot and spicy that looks. Jeez. Should probably mix it more, but I'm going to give that a go with a real big dollop of that chili on there. You know what? That is actually really, really nice. It is not overpowering with chili, so it's not going to make you go running for a cold drink or something like that to try and get rid of the burn. It does have a little bit of a sting to it, but just very, very light, just to let you know that the chili's there, but it is all about flavour. That there, a bit of fish sauce, something like that in there, just the usual sort of flavourings and extras you'd get. If anyone's been to a little Chinese restaurant or something which has all those little jars of condiments and stuff, it's exactly like that. Wow. Sammy, I am loving this one, mate. Thank you again for sending it. And let's give some of this soup a go. You can see there, plenty of stuff floating around in it. Oh, very, very nice. Very fresh taste too. Like the main flavour here is actually tomato. So you have got these bits of tomato in here, like that. So that is the main flavour. But a little bit of egg and some, like I said, some either parsley or coriander. I think it might be parsley actually, because it's got such a fresh taste to it. And let's try this cereal bar. Check that thing out.
I'm listening.
Well, bloody don't, because I'm doing a review. Wow. So buttery in taste and flavour. A bit grainy from the stuff that it's made up from, but very similar to like a shortbread. So if anyone's had shortbread, you know that it's just crumbly and very, very buttery and slightly sweet. That's pretty much exactly what this is like. So there's probably an absolute ton of calories in that thing. Now let's try these little bits and pieces here for dessert and at the end of your meal. So these blueberries are so dark, black. So tasty though. They're slightly dehydrated, so it's almost a bit like a raisin, something like that, where it's a bit drier, harder on the outside, but inside just bursting with flavour. Try this bit of chocolate here. Extremely crumbly. Actually, that is pretty much the exact same consistency of a chocolate from an Australian CR1M ration. Very similar in taste as well. So it's not like a really nice high-class milk chocolate, but it's got the chocolatey flavour there. Very, very crumbly. So yeah, a lot like the CR1M one. If anyone's had the privilege to try one of those rations out, you know exactly what I mean. And finally, this gum. Let's get into it. That gum was interesting. It was like a mix between mint, citrus, and Windex. Yeah, that was quite interesting actually. It wasn't super unpleasant, but a very strange sort of taste there in the background to it. But anyone, that is the end of this review. Really hope you enjoyed it. So great to be back and be with you all again. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I know that it's hard when you're waiting around for someone to put out a review and they just don't do it. So the fact that you've all stuck around means so much to me. Thank you so much, everyone. And I'm looking forward to being back hopefully very, very soon with another review for you. Thank you so much once again to Sammy and Sammy Jr. for such an awesome review that he did of this same ration. Once again, I'll leave a link in that review in the description box below. Make sure you check it out. Let them know I sent you. And take care, everyone. Thanks heaps for watching. See ya.